and welcome to another weekly live stream. This one is the Halloween party that we've been talking about all week. Hopefully we have more than 2 or 3 people join, but we'll see. So I am going to point out again that if you want to download the game and join us on the server, the link is down there at the bottom. It will also be in the upper left corner after I thank the patrons. Thank you guys. I hope that some of you can make the Halloween party, or at least log in and claim your trophies. Anyway, so let's get started. Of course, my nose has started to itch now that we're doing the actual live stream. Yep, so in the upper left corner, that's the link. You can download the game, and that's the password to get to that link. And then you can log into the server and say hi. Looks like we've got one person in. And so this is my haunted house. This is my hedge maze. And I created a road. It's kind of cool. We started on a sort of a half moon in the middle of the night. That's kind of cool. It's actually just about, it's 2:30 a.m. in game. And so, looks like there's a light up here. Someone place a light? Or is that the corner of my hedge maze? No, yes it is. Yep, so we've got a light here at the corner of the hedge maze. I made a road from the spawn down to here. It kind of traces back up and forth up that mountain. I've also marked it on the map. If you you get the map, and you can see the big old thing that says haunted house. There's the spawn tower. So it's a little less than a tile away. And in the meantime, I'll just be continuing to kind of work on things. The server may be extra laggy tonight because for some reason in the last day, this bug started happening where with all the NPCs and things I've added that are walking around the same place, I think that's what it's related to. There's this weird bug where it's constantly detecting warping, and so I'm getting streams and streams of logs on the server about it trying to resolve this warping, even though there's nothing warping. And I've reset the server several times, and it's not fixing the problem. But anyway, so last time I got the ghosts to work. I also got elves to work. I think did I put an elf in here? No, she's a human, I think. But I'm gonna put one right here. Why not? If we're already let's put a random elf female right here. See, she's got horns and big ears. And that's a decent outfit, actually. So we will make her a ghost. Yeah, and so you can actually see her outfit on some of these. You guys you can't see. It does look like the glow flowers are casting a little more light now. And I've been trying to tweak the lighting in here to make it more spooky. Hello, spooky dude. That's kind of a surprise. Oh, I could put some chairs in here while we are at it. Oh, somebody else joined the live stream. I've got one person on, characters named Claude, which is actually my dad's name. Okay, so somewhere I have like some cool chairs that go, yeah, there we go, that go with this particular table. So if I put one there, put one there, put one there, put one there. I tried to put some little bit of furniture in here. I don't really like where that's placed. I need some big bookshelves. In game, if you hit the enter key, it will bring up the chat bar and you can say hello. You can also run different commands, like if you do the little tilde help, it'll show you. I have a lot of commands because I'm an admin, but the big one is the who command, which will tell you. That's interesting. Okay, so apparently we have maybe a person partly logged in. So, at any rate, so you've got that going for you if you want to mess around with those. Okay, so it looks like it's getting to be daylight outside. Is this how I connect? Hi, Rom. Rom has joined. Hey, Rom, how's it going? Rom has left. So Max, what do you mean by is this how I connect? I don't know what this is. Oh, how nice of it. To connect, actually I will reconnect real quick just to show you. Okay. So on the live stream, if you run the game, so you've downloaded the game, you run it, you get the screen, set your settings, hit continue. You come here, you go to join multiplayer, you give it a beat and it'll load my public server in there. You click on that and you connect. If you've never connected before, you'll have to create an account. Otherwise, put your user ID in and your password and then click login. Or you can enter, that works too. And then create a character if you haven't already. Select your character and then enter the world. And then if you your setting screens look different and I don't have that screen. Well, once you join the game, you should have that screen. If you are on the Discord, you can post to the Discord. Maybe you have. I see someone has posted something to the Discord. Nope. That's just something else. Yeah. So Discord's been really bad about updating my little who's talked lately thing for all the different Discords that I have open. I think it needs to be reset. But if you're on the Discord, yeah, you can paste there. YouTube will probably restrict what you do, but so we've got 4 viewers. That's good. And how many people are logged in? Just I think that's one of the JMonkey engine developers, actually. So you can open, close the door. Yeah, so I'll keep an eye out on the chat down there. Let me move this up and out of the way a little bit. Still entering world. Ooh. Entering world should go really quickly. I showed that you joined and left. So there could have been an issue. ROM cram. This is where we find the issues, right? Right when we're trying to get everybody on together. Why is it not letting me? Oh boy. Oh, I see. I wasn't really selected. That's what it was. Where's my chair? There it is. Alright, so this we gotta go around the long way. You should use the test build from the link in the upper left, the one that was released on the 27th. If you don't use the one that was released on the 27th, you can't connect. I keep thinking I should remove the regular old, 15-year-old Mythruna or 12-year-old. Oops. Yeah, I'm going to need it anyway. But yeah, you need the test engine build to join the new server, if that's where the confusion was. So we'll just set these chairs up a little bit. Looks a little lived in. And so, Max, were you trying to run the old 2012 game, or were you trying to run the test engine that was released last Monday or Sunday or whatever? I'll also remind people that you can actually warp if you want to get here quicker. You can just warp to my location. Whoops. It happens. So let's put another elf male. Let's say we've got lots of ghosts in here. Okay, so you're a ghost forever looking out that window. I'm not even going to enable your walk cycle. Okay, so you... Did I ever let you walk? Oh, no, I never. Actually, she looks really cool. That's a really cool looking ghost. The contrast looks nice. Okay, so you've got walking in there. Yeah, a lot of light leaks in from outside, so this place is not nearly as moody during the day. But it works. And I was going to make like a big giant cauldron or something to be in that upstairs room. That's interesting. It's not showing me logged in. So that means that I can't easily show you my location. Except for it's in the upper left there. I should mark this too for my own benefit. Mark haunted house. Okay. So now I can warp back here whenever I want to. But yeah, I made a big road that runs. You can kind of see it if I jump up here. Big path that runs up the side of the mountain, back and forth a little bit up to the spawn. So if you respawn, you can just come down that road. It's not too long of a walk. Or you can just warp here. The warp location to get to here is -8883 and -4086. So you would type ~warp -8883 space -4086, and that will warp you up into the air above the no fall damage, and so then you can fall down. Yeah, there's been a long-standing bug with the far terrain where it's oh, Max finally joined. Cool. Where it's erases whenever there's an edit on that particular tile, it erases the snow. So that's something I'll have to fix at some point. But snow is not really done correctly anyway. You're still entering. Yeah, but at least it's showing you joined now. That's a good sign. But it should enter faster than that. I'm a little concerned. Yeah. Rom, you're not joining. You joined and left right away, so Romcram is your client must have had issues. There is a log that it dumps if you wanted to check it for errors in whatever directory you ran it. So anyway, now we can clearly see as I fall down. But there's the warp position again, if anybody wanted to see it. I'm wondering what's going on because when I run who, hey, Max is saying hello. Did you make it in? I see your chat message. Nice. Yeah, you can include a Y in the coordinate and you won't fall. But falling is okay too. So you should be nearby if you warped here. I had hoped to get into this release the ability for servers to set their own warp locations, you know, so you could just warp to a name. But so far warps are private to the player, and I haven't gotten that converted over yet. Oh, Max left again. Max! We're having technical difficulties, and Claude has not said much. Okay, well I see everybody but me in, so I must be the... Oh no. That's always nice. The other thing is, so my network connection is running the stream, running the server, and also my oldest child is downstairs probably playing Helldivers 2 with their friends. So so we're beating up my network connection pretty badly, but hopefully when you log back in it'll let you in. Though I am half a world away. Oh, in the real world. Yeah. So I wonder. Oh, so Claude is really far away. Oh, not so bad. I guess he's near the spawn. Playing around in one of the towns over there, maybe. So minus 10,000 would be about here, I guess. So if he wants to join us, he's got to come over the other way. What is that red dot? Oh, it's a dungeon. I remember. Dungeon entrance. Yeah, I need to add player markers to the map. Hey, there's a couple pretty red birds. Or one pretty red bird. I just thought it looked like two. Man, I gotta figure out why that warp thing is happening and then this no body position stuff. Yeah, I really messed up my commands somewhere. No body position for 7294. Well, who is 7294? What commands do I have? Oh, I am on that list. I'm Fade, I always forget. So I am on that list, but there is somebody on that list that is not really here. So Rom is in, apparently. Still quite a bit a ways away. It says he's entering, but then I saw him join. Oh no, I saw him join and leave, and joined again. Okay, so he did join again. I can see the server logs over here. I used to be able to warp people to me, and I don't have that capability anymore. I can look at stats. Yeah, so we've got 3 players in right now, according to that. And then there's some thing I added to the command that's not working right. So Max is back. Okay, cool. Working right away is what we like. Okay. You can also warp. I can give that... actually, you can see the location in this. It's that minus 8886. 133 minus 4. So that's what, if you wanted to join me directly, you could type warp. This one won't even make you fall. Minus 8886 133 minus 4083. If you do that command, it will warp you to my location. Ooh. Like literally my location if I don't step out of the way. Hey, there you are. Hey, Max. Max and Rom. Both men in their underwear. Awesome. So, if you want to at least put some clothes on. Nice. If you guys want to at least put some clothes on, you can go to your clothing or your character screen, and there's some built-in clothing you can put on to put something on other than underwear. You can check out the different outfits if you want. I'm assuming you guys didn't have time to make costumes, but you both have like the exact same default character. It's kind of cool. Ah, there we go. Wearing some t-shirt and some blue jeans. And if you wanted to customize your kit a little bit too, you could go into the character or the clothing editor and switch materials on something, which is a single operation. There you go. It's looking good. You've got a ghost behind you. Oh, there he is. So anyway, if you guys want to go into the maze, you can collect your trophy. If you want to find your way through the maze. Trying to remember how to get there myself. Oh yeah, it's very laggy. These are good to know. Oh, somebody's talking to one of the... Oh, I went down a dead end. Somebody's talking to one of the NPCs. Yeah, so if you made a costume on localhost, you can hit X to export it from the clothing editor, and then you can use Control X to import it here, which is how I tend to make my costumes. How do I get to... Well, you're coming that way, so that must not be the way. It must be this way. Let's see. This is a decent hedge maze. There we go. I must be getting close. Yeah, because the lighting style changes when we get close to the... Spooky. I think it's in here. I missed a turn or something. Yeah, okay, so there's a... here it is. I found it. Okay. Hey, there's my There's Fade's ghost. So here's where you can grab your trophy. I cannot because I already grabbed one. Uh-oh, Max is left. I want to hop up on the wall so I can see. Oh no. Yeah. There's quite a bit of extra lag tonight. I wish I could show you guys what it looks like, the log streaming by. That's like from the networking layer. It's having trouble resolving some warp, and there's a body 7294 with a missing body position. So we've got some errored out. I wonder if I have a command to get debug info. I thought I did. Describe. Yeah. Describe. That's okay. It's not supposed to let you do that. So 7294. 7294. Oh, 7294 is somebody's build wand. Is it my build wand? Well, I'm not using my build wand. It can't be. Although equipping my build wand did remove the issue. One issue at least. That's weird. So the maze is supposed to be protected. It's my property. But if you accidentally remove a block, I don't really care. I see little birdies flying around. Made it back to the entrance. Here, I'll float up in the area to head in this direction. Okay, you're going the right way. Yep. Make a left turn. Go left. There you go. And go make an immediate right. Whoops. That's a dead end. Oh. Cool. Okay, if you go right from there. Oh, wait. Yeah, go right. Around that way. Yep, keep going. Then make a left. Left, 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 right there. Yeah, left. Okay, follow that way around. I mean, if you want to solve the maze yourself, I'll stop jabbering at you, but... And then just follow that way around. You can kind of see me. Oops. Yeah, that works too. You can get there from here. Yeah, you're getting close. Oh, now we've got two ghosts. Yeah, M opens the map. We're in the big marker called Haunted House. Oh, there's Steve. Hey. You can get your trophy here with the pumpkin pile. Just click on it. So if you're in there and you've got that piece of clothing in your clothing editor, hit the X key. So if you were in here and you were editing, whatever piece of clothing, if you hit X, it will export it to a local directory. And then when you're back in the game, if you hit Control X, it will bring up a list of all the things you've exported, and you can find your costume in there. Claude found the way to fly. There he goes, off into the sun. Nice. So I never know who here is from the J Monkey Engine people, and but I know Claude is. He's S Gold on the J Monkey Engine forums. That's a cool view right there. I should snap a picture. Let me temporarily turn off my debug HUD. And I think if I go, oops, let me select the test one, E, now I can get a, oops, now I can get a debug free picture. Alright. So, including myself, 3 people have collected trophies. But yeah, you definitely want to have your costume set up before you do it, because like once you do it, you can't undo it. You can only grab 1 trophy. I mean, I could technically probably help you out, but that's cool. We've got some Force Ghosts. I'll leave out the easy way here. Gonna work on my stuff a bit here. Somehow I ended up with grass back on top of the... Maybe I did that on purpose. I must have done it on purpose to make it look like overgrown. Max is inside the house. Tuxer has joined. Hello, Tuxer. Yeah, so I think there are some bugs with respect to the game is letting people edit things they're not allowed to edit. So be gentle. It's gonna try to connect the driveway, so to speak, to the road over here. I actually have a tool that will let me do that now, but it's not working so great. So someone named Tuxer has joined. Hopefully he or she finds the way down. Oh, Tuxer left. Boo. Hopefully not because of problems. Got some overgrown paths here. I really wanted to have time to make a smarter pathing tool that would do the half blocks and stuff, but I never did get a chance. Rom has joined again. Yeah, it's the shadows. That's a bug. I pointed that out when I was making them. It's a bug in how the shadows are done. The drop shadows do weird things on some kinds of objects, and I have yet to figure out what's causing it. But if you like went into your settings and turned off drop shadows, it goes away. But then everything looks a little lamer. So it's like one of those trade-off situations. Really needs some more advanced building tools, really. It's a little annoying to switch between block types. Lots of lag right there. Uh-oh. Yes, because Claude was having issues constantly turning when he was running on Linux. So there's some weird control input. Like that sensible chuckle kind of thing. Okay. Rom left again. Are you having issues, Rom? Does it keep kicking you out? Concerning if so. But again, I am definitely having some network issues here. And some of these things, like, we can't really find them until I get lots of people logged in like this, unfortunately. Lots, well, more than 2. Boy, when it gets dark, it gets dark. Oh, no. They do, though, don't they? If you could, yeah, well, I want to work with you to capture that log because I really want to fix those kinds of problems. Wow, it's dark. Let's put some glow flowers around at least. Okay, they're not very bright. That's better than nothing. Alright, I think I connected the path, but I can't really see it because it's too dark. I could make some lights and stuff, but might ruin some of the spookiness. Oh, Rom has left again. So is it another checked exception suck situation? Got 5 concurrent viewers. We're 45 minutes in. That's not too bad. Nope, different one. Thank you for being patient and helping me test my game, guys. Again, sometimes you can't really test some things unless you have people logged in. I'm going to put some... First of all, we do not need a light out here. But we do want some more of these things because it's a spooky haunted house. And so there's going to be spirit sensitive flowers growing everywhere. Yeah, no light there either. I think we want no light here. No light here, yeah. Very well, put a couple of these guys around. Rom's trying again. Oh, that's where they went. They got outside. There was a NPC up in the room up there and I lost him. Oh, lag, 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 lag. Nice. Now I see where they are. How do I warp to the location? So, if you don't want to walk all the way down the path, you can run... Okay, so you're not actually in yet, but once you are in, you would run tilde warp minus 8886 space 133 space minus 4080, and that will warp you to my current location. But you got to be logged in first. And then you can run through the hedge maze and get your trophy. The middleman has joined. Nice. Getting some folks on now. Oh, Rom has left again. Sorry, Rom. You were in for a bit, right? Are you trying to import your thing? Is that what the issue is, maybe? Hello. Hey, there he is. Nice. Hey, you're in your underwear. There's the maze. If you want to go through the maze, you can get your trophy. Oh no. That's a bad sign, isn't it? If you look at your... in the directory where you run, yeah, go ahead and try to solve the maze, middleman. Oh, Rom, are you back? Oh, maybe Rom is back for real. I'm going to go to the middle of the maze. I'm trying to remember how to solve this maze. I think we go left, then... Yeah, there's a place where you cross over in the maze that gets a lot of lag. Yeah, so I think we're on the right track. I probably cut too many openings, and so it's too easy to solve the maze now, but... Okay, I'm getting close. I know because the flowers tell you you're getting close. Yeah. No. The, Hello, Rom. Yeah, let's just jump over the wall here. Alright, so somebody else got their trophy. Yeah, don't forget the minus signs, or you will end up far away. There's the middleman floating through the sky over here. Oh, I see. He's walking on top of the... So, nice. Yes. I want to get hair and facial coverings and stuff, hats and stuff for next Halloween, hopefully. But yeah, these costumes are very limited if because you can't really cover your face. That's one of the things my when I was Spider-Gwen last time, I could dress as Spider-Gwen again. So yeah, my Spider-Gwen costume, oh boy. Back to the selection, okay. My Spider-Gwen costume, which I think I still have here. Oh, yes I do. Spider-Gwen. So if I wear my Spider-Gwen costume, like, it would have been way better with a hood, right? Because I had to pretend like there was a hood in the back, kind of. But this was my costume from last year, Spider-Gwen. But hey, we've got, if you click on the pile, you get your trophy. But make sure you got your costume set the way you want first. But you do kind of look like Sub-Zero. I was wondering, I was like, that looks really familiar. So yeah, you got to do like, we do the characters in their off time, right? They've got their face masks off. So this was, yeah. So this was last year's costume, and so this year I'm supposed to be like Jeannie from I Dream of Jeannie. Just, you know, I have a separate character where I've got a Rayla costume from Dragon Prince, but I thought that might cut a little too close to trademarked media, since, you know, elves with horns and dressed like her, I don't know, just felt a little unsafe. But I'm glad you were able to make it in, Rom. I like your costume. It's cool. I'm going to take a screenshot. So yep. All you have to do is click on the trophy pile and you get your trophy. Alright, we got 4 people in right now. To run commands, use the tilde, not the dash. But for the coordinate, you need negative X and Z. Negative. I really need to make the ghosts so you can walk through them. Oh yes, so I've got a little bit of hedge repair here to do. On my keyboard, the is in the upper left. How are you able to view far distances? Are you not able to view far distances? Can you not see the spawn tower on the mountain from here? It's like up there. There's the spawn tower. That's really far away. That is the far distance. That little guy in my bubble. Oh, how? Like how I did it. Oh, how I did it. Magic. Video game magic. Lol. So, I mean, I have done a deep dive on one of my videos, but it's, yeah, let's just say LOD magic is the easiest way to say it. You can kind of see what happens if you go into the settings and you start flipping things off. Like if we show, like if you turn off far trees, you can see those go away. If you far structures, you see the spawn tower up there go away. As I click that on and off. The real magic is when you turn off the blocks, and then you can see how the far, oops, then you can see how the far objects and trees work, because it looks really kind of like old school 1980s video game almost here. That's where the magic is, right? Being far away from something and still being able to see it, like the player built objects. I need to replayer my Comanche style. Yeah, exactly. So I pulled out all my tricks to do this, but yeah. So now that's why we can see essentially like 7.5, 8 kilometers in all directions, and see for the terrain, and then we can see up to like 2.5 to 3 kilometers of the far objects and trees and stuff. And that's where they stop, but it's enough to give you the effect, right? Oh yeah, there we go. Lots of lag falling down. So that's how that's done. You can play around with it, but some of the things work better than I expected them to, but and I need to tweak it a lot, but I think it looks pretty good, even untweaked. So just gonna we are, if you open the map with the M key, we are in the center of that map, and we can only see as far as the edge, basically. So from here, if I was to go up, I could see some farms and towns and things. So if I'm zoomed way out, this is as far as we can see. So each of these squares is 1024 meters. So if you think of it, it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, about 7 kilometers to that edge. And so all the way around. So in the corners, actually, you can see a little farther, except for I clip it at 8 kilometers, I think. So that you don't have this weird see farther some ways than others. The fog cuts in at 8 kilometers so that you don't ever see the edge. But that's how that works. So we've only had 4 people claim their trophy. I thought we had another one. We lag. Somebody's really traveling. I thought we had another one in here. Did somebody not pick up their trophy? When you're here at the center of the maze, if you click on the pumpkin pile, you'll collect your trophy that you'll have forever in your character, and then it'll capture your costume and put you as a ghost that wanders around here. I can actually see who Oh, Max. That's okay. You had like one of the cooler costumes. Uh, but yeah, just if you come back in here, even like I'm gonna leave this up for a week because Oak, who's one of my biggest supporters, um, yeah. So you click on the thing and it'll but Oak, who's one of my biggest supporters, is out of town right now, so I'm gonna leave this up for a week before I remove the trophy pile. So anybody logging in over this next week will be able to grab a trophy. And so I can see who actually has had. So if I talk to you, woo, you're a ghost. Okay. But if I look at you, it'll tell you you're Rom's ghost. You're the middleman's. Okay, just right clicking will tell me. And that's my ghost. Yeah, I actually have control over her. Whoops. Something's going on. There we go. That's Claude's ghost. Okay. Yeah, okay, I recognize the shirt. Yeah, so you guys can come and grab your... Oh, middleman is left. Middleman never grabbed his trophy, I guess. Oh, he did. Yes, he did. Yeah, so whenever you collect your trophy, it takes a snapshot of your costume and turns that into a ghost. So if I come over here, you can see the Fade Ghost has the I Dream of Jeannie clothes on, and Claude had this plaid shirt on, so he's got the plaid shirt. So the thing is, you got to have your costume on when you do it, because it won't let you recapture. So if you made a costume, like Max has, or is Max Romcramp? Max. One of those two. Whoever had the dope. Yeah, so the Mole Man had a crash also. So at some point I need to work with you guys to get your logs for those crashes. He's back again. Cool. Where are the logs? The logs are in the directory. They are in the bin directory where you ran game. Oh, Tuxer's left. He never did make it over here. Exactly. I thought it was kind of a cool idea, right? That we'd all have our little ghosts wandering around here. So I definitely want to see what Oak does. If he's able to get in and have a costume. Didn't we have 4 ghosts a second ago? Did somebody wander away? Or did somebody delete their ghost? Yeah, I don't know if it lets you delete your own ghost. If so, don't do that. You can't get it back again. Yeah, maybe it does let you delete your own ghost. So don't do that if you don't want us. So who did we lose? Because we lost somebody's ghost. I thought there was 4 a second ago. Huh. Or maybe I was counting a player. Oh wait, one of the ghosts got out. That's what it is. When we walk away, they will respawn to their home anyway, and he'll try to walk back, but their pathfinding's not real. It's fake pathfinding. So here he is. So we do have them all there. They find their way back. they do find their way back eventually, because when they despawn, they'll respawn back at their home location, which is wherever you were when you clicked the pile. So, hey, the mole man's back. The middleman, rather. Woo, woo. Whee! So anyway, this is my server and this is my game. I think it's awesome that some of you guys were able to join. I think we had some fun last year, but we're having way more fun this year. So I have activities. All right, thanks for joining, Romcram. Yeah, I had fun too. Thanks for joining. Let's see. Oh, and it's 10. We've been doing this only an hour, so nice. I'll probably hang out a little bit longer. I want to make a big cauldron or something. Still not sure exactly how I want to do that. Oh, I may have been sitting in front of this computer too long. I started hacking away at 5 to try to get the last of the bugs fixed so I could make the ghosts that walk around in the house. And then, yeah, the server's up 24 hours. You can join anytime. So I leave my server running all the time. If we think of something for Thanksgiving, yeah, I could do something for Christmas or New Year's too. That'd be cool. We could do that. I don't know if just we all want to log in and play around. Halloween's easy to come up with content for because we can have a costume party and I can make, spooky things. There's not really, I don't know what we would do for Christmas or Thanksgiving, but I'm going to try to keep a better eye on when people are logged in, and if you let folks know on Discord when you're about to log into the server, you can have your own gatherings as well. Hello, butterfly. Oh, we put flowers here, and now the butterflies come. That's awesome. Hey. My ghosts went away. Did they go in the house? Did he go in? Yep. You went in the house. Why'd you go in the house? You want to go back to your home, don't you? There we go. I'll help you out. Greetings, stranger. You should be able to get them. Yeah, if you say hi, like they'll tell you their name, right? And then I don't know if their names will come on. You want to go back out that way. That's right. Go that way. There you go. Now you can find your way back out. Maybe. You're lame. There you go. Out this way. Go out the door. There you go. Yeah, see, you'll find your way out if you go. Oh, somebody had closed the door. That's why. You weren't ever going to find your way back out. Okay, so what was I saying? We're going to find the link. Oh, the Discord link is where you downloaded the game. There's a link to Discord right at the top. It's like this page where you downloaded, yeah, for whatever reason, a nearly static page starts gobbling up RAM. And so when I kill it, yeah, so right at the top where you download the test engine build, there's a link to the Discord where you can join the SimSilica Discord. And so potentially you guys could coordinate when you want to be on together. Awesome. So yeah. What else? Hey. That's a big moon. appropriate, really. I like that one just staring out the window over there. So did these guys go back in the house? He did. They Why you keep going in the house, my dude? Talk. Hello, well, hi, I'm Fade. Hi, Lalium Gesethum. What a strange name. Why are you wandering around in here when you're supposed to be outside? No, 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 no. Go out there. Go out there. No, no, no. You want to go to your home. You want to go to your home. He says, I'm trying to go to my home. Alright, I will help you. I will help you. I will temporarily give you a hole. There you go. Go outside. There you go. We've got ghosts wandering around the house. Yeah, middleman. It was okay that you had closed the door. That was fine. Okay, so the weird shadow bug really bothers me because you can see them through all the other blocks. Need to figure out why that happens. Must be some kind of math error because they're supposed to have z values that only... Yeah, I can't make it make sense. Unless they turn inside out for some reason. It's like this drop shadow's okay. That's the way it's supposed to work. It's got a... It uses a bounding box and then creates kind of a shadow underneath the bounding box. That's fine. Alright. See what else is going on in the Discord. Wave to say Max made it in. Haha. That is a scary looking peach. Or something. Looks like a peach. Alright, so what I wanted to do is create a... yeah, so we got like this glowing treasure chest in here. With like a red thing inside it. Oh, there's somebody up here. Hello, the middleman. So there's a passage back this way. I may want to light this a little better. Maybe I'll put some... Maybe some of the glow flowers. Well, you gotta start sometime, right? You gotta start somewhere. As Jake the dog says, sometimes sucking at something is the first step to getting kinda good at something. First games I ever made were nothing to be impressed about. Or here we go. Got some flowers that leaked in. Okay, so what I was trying to do is make this like a spooky passage. And yeah, so we got lots of lag crossing these. I think now that I put so many flowers down, we get the butterflies spawning. And I want to put a big cauldron or something that these NPCs are protecting. Right, where there's like spawners or something. But the NPCs keep finding their way out the side of the building. So I need to fix that. But this would be like a boss room if you were doing the haunted house dungeon or whatever. You might have some dudes that jump out over here to fight you, and then when you come in here, the main dude's here, and perhaps some creatures hidden around the corner. Wow. Yeah, I can tell you what I'm going to be doing this weekend is fixing this warp bug, because there's something that is trying to warp, and so it's got to go through the network layer's got to go through every state frame, which is basically causing lag on every network connection. Alright, let's see. Who's in the game? I think just me. Everybody else left. Oh, this says the middleman is still in, but he's not on. So maybe he's only half on. Oh, here. Okay. Yeah, so there's some bug in the who command that causes it to crap out partway through. I'll have to fix that too. I also tried to play games and was well on the way to learning JME, but I always have in the back of my mind that Java is not made for game dev. To make a game, I mean, Minecraft was made in Java. If you're good, you should use whatever it takes to make a game. If that's RPG Maker, or Visual Basic in Excel macros, whatever you're familiar with, and you think of a game that you can make to get started, that's the way to go. And so if Java's the language you like and you want to learn Java and program games, then by all means, you can make some really great games in Java. In the end, the language is not so important. Like if I had to, I could write in C++ because I've done a lot of development. Yeah, Python's great for learning, though. There's I found Python frustrating because when I was helping my oldest do it for one of her college classes, I found it frustrating how overly convenient some things were, but then some things are actually less convenient than in other languages. I don't know, it's weird to describe, but I'm like, Python was weird to me just because I'm like, this is really neat, but it doesn't transfer to any other language. Whereas the stuff you learn in Java, a lot of it you can apply to C++. Object-oriented languages tend to be, some of the concepts are interchangeable. So if you learn Java, if you learn Java in the sense that you've got an idea of object-oriented design, you can sort of transfer that to other things. But the point is, you're going to make 50 poopy games. Yeah. Yes, correct. I wouldn't code a game in Perl either for similar reasons. Really good for data analysis and extracting things, but I wouldn't code a game in it. But again, people have coded games in database languages. DBase 3, a lot of the old MUD games on bulletin board systems were made in that. So you can write a game if you're motivated in whatever language. But the point is to write a game, because you're going to write 100 crappy things before you get to something you like. You got to start somewhere. Start simple. I say make an asteroid game. If you get to the point where you can make an asteroid game over a weekend, you're doing pretty good. I think I did mine. I was showing a specific concept, so I wrote mine in about 6 hours, and I spent a couple hours writing the retro graphics so that it would look like a the original Asteroid game, but it's basically the simplest physics engine you'll ever write, and that's it. No, no thanks. I like to bring up Excel a lot because a lot of people worry that they need some fancy tile editor or map editor or whatever, but if you know how to parse text files, you can get really far with, like if you wanted to make a 2D top-down game, you can get pretty far designing your levels in Excel, exporting them as CSV files, and reading those into your game as your levels. You don't need special tools. You can even like color code certain numbers and stuff so it kind of looks like your map. Just don't get bogged down in the details. Just make something. Blueprints. Let me see if I can make a cauldron that I like while I'm standing here chatting with you fine folks. So I know Java good enough to make a simple platformer or Pong game myself. Nice. Yeah, so then if you want to learn about scene graphs, JMonkey Engine is decent. If you already know Java, I like to tell people that if you're trying to learn Java at the same time as trying to learn 3D games, that's like trying to learn to ride a bike and shave at the same time. It's best avoided. Okay, so how do I want to make my cauldron? Let's give myself some feet. And then we'll do something like that. Okay. And then inverted wedge. Kind of like this. Oops. I can't click today. My clicking ability is messed up for some reason. Got no skills. Yeah. I don't like those languages. But it's a style problem, not a capability problem. I like the C syntax and I like the Java conventions. And so I find all the capitalization, the Visual Basic style capitalization, I don't like it. But that's personal preference, really. Okay, so I think wide wedge, inverted wide wedge. No, I need a... Okay, so I need just a regular wedge to fill these in. So see, we're trying to make a really big cauldron. And I think we want cubes in here. So, but I gotta wrap it up soon because can't. I mean, like the height, because it can't be more than 4 blocks high, unless I made it in assembly, and then I could make it smaller. But now we want steep wedge. Nope, steep inverted wedge. Boink, 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 boink. Boink, 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 boink. All right. And then, oh, I didn't do the last one. Just wondering why the feet weren't sitting right. Okay, now we want inverted wide wedge. Oops. But yep, the best way to make games is to make them. Flax is very good, something between Unity and Unreal, but there aren't that many tutorials for it. C# is not as elegant in writing as Java. I agree. And then there's Groovy. Well, so like you can download like if you have Mythruna, you can actually hack into it with the mods. You can make your own mods, and that's using Groovy, which is like Java++ skill issue. So 1, 2, 3. Maybe that's okay. I think I'll go one higher. I don't have any inverted corners, so we're going to end up using posts in the end, I think. Yeah, I like that idea. Alright, so boink, 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 boink. Yeah. Lua is pretty interesting, though. Lua itself is not a language. I mean, it is, but it's like super simple, and everything you do with it is built on top of it. It's very flexible, but that also means like the convention you found, like Gary's mod was using, might not fit the convention some other game uses. And the original scripting layer for Mythruna was very much like that too. And so when the engine that I never released had added lots of custom stuff and on top of Groovy, and when I redid it for this engine, I tried to be more standard so that more normal Groovy conventions would work and that everything was in the APIs. I did my first game using raw C++ and OpenGL. It was harsh. Yeah, I mean, I got started in 3D programming using C, and I wrote my own. This was software renders. So OpenGL wasn't even a thing for us yet. I think it was around, but it was like Silicon Graphics style stuff, and I was using, IBM 486, running the Wacom compiler, and wrote my own little 3D engine using books I read from Quake. Michael Abrash. I was trying to remember what I was doing. Oh, yes. Okay, so I should be able to... that's the iron bowl. You don't want that. Oh, there's the cauldron. Okay. There we go. That is one big A cauldron. Boy, there's a lot of lag, though. Okay, so now there's this big glowing green cauldron. Actually, it's big enough I could put 2 more of these in. So here we go. Oh, nice. In Mythruna, all of these things that we do, like when I click this wand, or even when I click the wand to place, like I've got the build wand. When I click that, that's running a groovy script. When I click that, it's running a groovy script. So basically, all of the wands, there's no client-side behavior really. I guess the build wand is the one thing that does have some client-side behavior. But everything else is just calling a script in the background. No, on the back end, rather. It's kind of cool looking. Okay, so maybe there's some elemental spirit that lives in here. And it's got his lackeys. It's very dark in here. Can make it a little more moody. Yep, there's the stairs up. Hey, if I put some green lights in here, this room will... well, thank you. Thanks a lot. Java is what I think in Java at this point. So there was, when I first started learning guitar, like for real, not just goofing around with it, I was a keyboard player, and so everything I did in guitar, I always thought of with regard to the keyboard. In fact, when I was in guitar lessons, I liked that my guitar teacher had a keyboard laying on its side there, and so he would tell me, play this chord or this scale or whatever, and I could like tip my head sideways and look at the keyboard and think about what those relationships were. If he asked me, what the third interval of some note was, I could look over there and see. And then after a while, I think in guitar now when I'm playing guitar. Hello, middleman. I think in guitar now when I play guitar, and I think in piano when I play piano, and so on. But I very much think in Java because I've been doing it so long. I've been writing Java professionally since 1998. And so almost every other kind of coding I do, I still think, how is this related to Java? And I translate back, hey, the middleman. Oh, you trying to whack me with a sword? Yeah, there's some lag there. Nice. So anyway, that's what's going on there. Yeah. He's whacking the ghost. You're whacking me. Well, you've got a sword, I've got an axe. I'm gonna chop you in the middle. Chop you in half. Halloween spooktacular. We're chopping each other up. Whack. I'm gonna go third person for this because it's gonna look ridiculous. What happens if I go... Oh, I can like go the close-up mode. Nice. I can whack you. Oh no, now I'm stuck. Here we go. I was stuck chopping. Battle of the Century. Thunderdome. There he goes flying away. The middleman goes flying away. Yeah, this is part of I used that focus mode. And when you're in focus mode, wherever you're pointing, puts these little debug arrows. They go away after like 60 seconds. Or when you do it again. So if I did it over here, like it's moving that arrow over here, and that one's gone. That's going to be one of the things I work on next, is the ability to like place objects in detail. So that's the fundamentals of crafting. Hey, please stop chopping up my house, man. You're chopping up my house. Yep. So yeah, partial blocks. La 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 la. La 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 la. Yeah. So even when we're magic protected from using the build wands, we'll still be able to chop things up usually, because that's sort of the, if you want to really take the time to chop up something, that is the way NPCs would do things. Like if an NPC wanted to get in and the door was locked, he could use his axe to chop the door open. There goes the middleman running around. Yeah, so something's busted with that. So I should be able to like see exactly who's on with the stats. So yeah, we've got 3 connections at the moment. And one of them doesn't have any stats, and so that one's breaking the... So there's like a partial connection. I thought I had the ability to kick connection. Yeah, so kick... So connection 29 is the bad one. So the middleman, if I accidentally kick you, I apologize, but I'm trying to get rid of this bad connection, so I'm going to kick that. And it did kick it, so maybe who will work now. Yep. Okay, cool. So whatever the bad connection was is gone now. Yay, server admin tools. Yeah, that was one of the things, one of the reasons I haven't widely oh, we got a full moon now. One of the reasons I haven't like just posted links everywhere is because somebody pasted down a burning something here. What's going on there? Oh, it's a physical thing too, so that's why they're burning sideways. Nice. Somebody's trying to set things on fire. Is just all the server admin stuff I had to do. With the original Mythruna, I'd spend an hour a day sometimes just either building tools to help me deal with griefers or, you know, mal actors, bad actors, abilities to back up and restore parts of the world, and so on and so forth. And I kind of wanted to spend more time on game stuff, so that's why I've been slow rolling it. But that also means that we had a limited number of people today. Because if I had the public list, like back in the day, Mythruna had 1,000 active players over a given week, maybe. It's hard to say. There was at least 2,000 or 3,000 users that had created accounts, And then on any given day, you could see 2 or 3 people logged into my server. And then you'd get the random periods of time where a bunch of people would come in and just grief a whole bunch of stuff. It'd destroy the work of others. And so I went around protecting the things that I really liked, some of the things that people had built with properties and stuff, and then restoring from backups. And anyway, it's lots of fun. And by fun, I mean not at all. It's possible, yeah. And then certain countries would go through a period. There was like another country that had like their own Mythruna pages where they translated all the stuff. Was that Polish? Poland? It was one of the those eastern countries. I don't remember exactly which one, but yeah, we had quite a few users from there for a while. They come in waves. It was kind of fun. But the new engine is much more capable, but I still haven't implemented some of that restore. I do want to do that. That's one of my New Year's goals, is to get the server to the point where I won't be afraid of people if the general internet logs into it, that I can protect the areas. There's already bugs with the protection because I've put a property down here and apparently people are able to remove blocks, and so there's bugs I've got to resolve. I want to get my backup and restore capabilities. Used to be that every midnight it would take a snapshot of the world. That didn't cost anything. It was just like tagging. And then so in the next day, if it was griefed, I could come to just a particular area and I could say, yeah, just restore this to yesterday's, and it would restore it back again. I also need to re-implement the nerf role. Like, that was fun. When you edit something on the client, it edits it for you first and then sends the command to the server. And if the server decides you're not allowed to do that, it will send you a command back to revert that particular block. But it's ultimately never changed on the server, and that's just a performance issue, so that when you're clicking locally, it goes fast. But that also means that if I decide you're not allowed to do that, and I don't send you the reversion, you think you've done it, but then physics doesn't work right, and so on. And so I had the ability to grant the nerf role to people, which meant that locally they could click whatever they wanted. But then, that's interesting that it's using different... Oh, they're different. Nice. Okay. But so, like, griefers, they would just be trying to destroy my buildings or whatever. I grant them the nerf, and so they would think they were just, like, removing all the blocks from my building, and they were just going at it, and I could watch them, and it was hilarious because they thought that they were editing it, but it wasn't actually getting edited. And so, like, they would, like, I would be standing there in the middle of my building while they were griefing it, and they'd run up to my face and, like, look right in my face, and they'd go back to griefing the walls, and I'm standing there, the building is untouched. But they're like tearing down the walls from their perspective. It was hilarious. But yeah, there was the one day, like, a couple people just went through, and there was like this really big bridge, and they just tore it up. There was a sailing ship, and they just filled it full of holes. So some people like that. They feel like destroying things is fun. But that's why we put protections in, and that's why I would have to do it before I'm able to open the server up to the general internet. I like you guys because you join the Discord or you have conversations, and that's always better at this point because I get feedback and can do something about it. Oh yeah. Okay, so there we go. So those, basically when he chopped those up, it auto chose when it filled them back in. Yeah, see, he's chopping up a block. And so when it decides to fade back to a real block, it will try to pick one that's as close to that's... so it's the chopping that's causing a lot of this lag. That's good to know too. Things I have to, but anyway. Things I have to fix. But thanks for hanging out with me, the middleman. You've been here almost the whole time. Yeah, I think so. Nice to know, I guess. So there could be some efficiencies that have to be implemented for that. Because at some point it's going to be a very common thing to want to do. That's going to be how normal mining works. If you want to find actual gems and stuff, you're going to want to mine with a pickaxe. Because if you're using the build one, it's just going to delete it all. So if you're looking for emeralds, you'll have to hack away. But you'll have some indication that there's reason to hack at that particular area. There's the spawn tower. Alright. Yeah, it's kind of like a shadow ban. Yeah. There were some people you just like remove their ability to change things at all. So it just, but it was also in a sense that it was efficient. So they would click the block, and that already wasted a command to the server, and then I just saved myself some networking time by never sending them the revert back. So it's even more efficient, really. None of the other players saw it, so I think the haunted house turned out pretty good. The fact that there's no windows in this particular room, it's a little odd, but probably could put a window in here. Let's see what that did. Oh, that's so cool. What? Yeah, that's a good looking window. Okay, so ping time, not too bad. Trying to remember all the cool commands I gave myself. Oh yeah, I can ban people from being able to log in, but I can't. I don't think I gave myself any ability to grant roles through this yet. So I can't even grant admin or partial admin to anybody. So I can preload. I can see ping stats for me. Yeah. Can change the log level, which I may have to do for somebody trying to figure out why they Oh, I've got the diag, so I have too many commands and I can't see all the help anymore. But so yeah, we've got, so there's like, so active agents, I mean there's 80 AI between the middleman and I. We're causing 80 AI to be active, which is a little excessive. Then it's the trigger, yeah, there's 12 active tiles. So those 80 AI are spread over those 12 active tiles. Or 34 active zones. That's what, oh, it's 34. So, yeah, a little less than 3 per tile. That makes sense. Some will have more, like each of these little butterflies and the NPC and the birds are all, that bird is having trouble. When the birds were shrunk down, their probe and how they fly is a little bit messed up. That's something I need to fix because they get caught in corners really easy. We got a little butterfly here. Oh, it's an orange morpho butterfly. Yeah, see, we got lots of lag. I like hovered in the air there for a minute. Whee! So yeah, when you make them physical, they fall over. Solid makes them solid but static. Yeah, I think the physics engine is going crazy. I need to add some more stats because on the server I can't actually tell when the physics is lagged and stuff. Like normally over here I have stats, but when I'm connected I don't have them. Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's the original reason I rewrote the engine the first time. But I open sourced that, so Sim Ethereal is the like that. If we go to what is it? So SimSilica. There's Sim Ethereal, which is that's open source. You can download that and use that in your game. It's works with JMonkey Engine and the networking library built on JMonkey Engine. But it's what implements the client server syncing and does all the fancy stuff. And like we're syncing all of these. Like right now, we're syncing all this stuff. But if you look at the stats and our average message sizes, my average message size is 218 bytes. And despite the fact there's all these moving things in my view, that's still my average message size. Now there's probably some really small ones that are lowering that average, but most of the time I can send several frames worth of data at there's 20 frames a second, and I send it 20 times a second. I don't remember. Physics operates at 60 frames a second. I send it 20 times a second, so blocks of 3 frames, and the typical is that I can fit that in under 1500 bytes for all of the physics state that's coming around, because it's doing diffs against the previous frame basically. So if things don't move, they are just like a couple bits, and everything else is heavily compressed. And this is open source. You can use it in your own game. There's examples in JMonkey Engine to use it. It's very efficient. One user used it to run like one of these space simulator type games, I guess, and had thousands of players logged in. So somebody's leaving physics doo-doo all over my world. Putting things up on my roof. Alright, my ears are starting to feel a little too compressed under the headphones, and it's getting to be 11 o'clock, and I'm getting hungry. So it might be time to call the Halloween party done. Though you guys are welcome to log in. The server is going to be up. It's up 24/7. I literally never shut it down until I do updates. And so prior to the 10.27 update, it had been up since the previous upload. So the server runs on its own without issue. Why are you putting lights all over my house? You're not even supposed to be able to do that, really. Whoa. Nice. Yo, NT767. Yeah. 80 active AI locally, like wander. So we're talking about animated characters, right? That's 80 animated characters right now that are in our space. But yeah, the AI part isn't doing much work at all. But that's, you know, from a JMonkey engine perspective, that's 80 rigs. And actually, it's probably less. That I might have here. Model spatials cares. There's 50 characters. So right now, in my view, there are 50 active, you know, bone animated rigs for the birds and the NPCs that are wandering around. The butterflies, they're rigged too, but the animation's at least simple. So anyway, I think I'm going to call it. Hey, thanks for joining, NT767. I think we're just about to shut the stream down. Though the server will still be up, you can still go through the maze if you want to get your trophy, wear a costume, etc., etc. Other than that, I think I'm going to... Thanks for having me. Oh, nice. Very polite. Everybody should be kind of polite. Can't stay, so all good. Oh, that's cool. All right. Likewise, thanks. Yeah, thanks a lot for the kind words. So I'm going to go ahead and start shutting it down. If you guys are working on something creative, or you're writing your own games, or just art in general, I hope that you have a very productive week. We will do a regular live stream next Friday. Same bat time, same bat channel, 9 o'clock. Like, comment, subscribe. It really does make a difference, both to the YouTube algorithm and just, you know, ideas in general. Join the Discord, download the game, and thanks again to the patrons. And thanks everyone who was able to join tonight. I really appreciate it. Again, I'll leave the trophy distributor up for another week. So I'll shut that down next weekend probably. But so you can go log into the server and grab your trophy. And I will see you next time. Thanks a lot.